Okay, let's analyze this style before we start. So this style, if when you look at it, you see is an off-shoulder dress with double flare. The back is longer than the front, and once it has one sleeve and the other sleeve is kind of a high-low flare dress. So let's go ahead and create this beautiful pieces. So I'll be using this fabric, my tape, my scissors, and then my ruler, my chalk, blah blah blah, and I am going to be making use of 3 years of fabric, or let's say 3.5 years of fabric, and it depends on the age of your child. So I've gone ahead to cut out my basic bodice, and we're going to be using it to cut out our off shoulder before we transfer to our fabric. So I'll go ahead and place my tape at the starting point of this basic bodice. I'll go down by 4 inches for my off shoulder, and just like I said, this depends on your child. If your child is younger, you can do 3 inches or less depending on the age. So from that 4 inches, I'm going to go for my neck width. I am marking at 3.5 inches, and then from that 3.5 inches, I'm going to go ahead and connect it to our armhole. So this style is going to be for a 5 to 6 years old. If there's any adjustment, I'll do it, but for now we're just creating the basic pattern. So we're going to go ahead and transfer this to our fabric and add all the allowances, and also use it to cut out our back bodies and add our zipper allowance to it as well. Then for our flare, when you look at the style, you can see that the back is one of the flare is longer than one of the lower flare is longer than the upper one. So I've gone ahead to cut out the upper flare, which is shorter, and then for the lower one, remember I said the lower one, the back is longer than the front. So what I have here is my waist measurement divided by 4, and then plus the length of the flare plus extra inches. Remember, we are going to adjust it for the back to be longer than the front. I hope you get this. Yes, I know you get it. So that's what I have here. So because that side I just showed you guys is my exact measurement, I'm going to go ahead and use the length of that side to mark out the length of my flare round. So I'll measure what I have there, and then I'm going to be using the same measurement to mark all around. If you haven't subscribed up to this moment, please take 1 minute to join this family, join the growing family. And to my old subscribers, I say thank you very much for all your support. I really appreciate it. And we have newbies in the channel. Thank you so much for supporting me and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate all your comments, the like, blah blah blah, the shares. You guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So this is it after cutting this out, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So we are going to go ahead. You can see that I didn't cut out my waist area. We are going to create that high-low flare effect before we cut out the waist area. So I went ahead to pull the fabric upward so that the one will be longer than one, and this depends on how much allowance that you added for one to be longer than one. So this is it, and this is the shorter one. So I'm going to remember the one at up that is shorter than the one below should also be longer than the first flare that you cut out. I hope you get the gist. So I have about 4 inches longer than it. I don't have much fabric, so that's why I'm doing 4 inches. So I'll go ahead and fold it over again, just like we are going to cut a flare. I'll fold it over again, making sure I arrange my fabric well. Please, if you don't understand anything, make sure to drop a comment, and you know it, I'll get back to you and I'll clarify everything. So I'll bring in the first waist the first one that we cut out. I'll use it to trace out the waist instead of marking it again. I just use it to trace out the waist. Then I'll go ahead and open my zipper allowance. For this one, please make sure you're not cutting the two fabric. Just cut one, and where you're going to be cutting should be the side that is longer. That's where we'll be on our zipper allowance. Then for the bodice, I've gone ahead to transfer this to our fabric, and you can see I have my stitching allowance all around it. So I'll be going to be using it to cut out my back bodice, and as you know, my fabric is folded into 4 as well. I don't know if I'm talking too much. So my zipper allowance, I have 1.5 inches, and every other side will have the same allowance for as the front. Then I'll go ahead and cut this out. Then for the back neckline, I wanted it to be a bit lower than the front, so I went down by 1.5 inches. Please look at the way I am connecting my zipper allowance. So you connect it straight. Then from that zipper allowance, you can now go ahead and curve your neckline, so that you don't find it difficult while attaching this or while attaching your zipper. So this is what we have. I will go use it to cut out my lining pieces. Then for the sleeve, remember it's an off-shoulder sleeve. For the length of my sleeve is 4 inches, but I'll be adding elastic on. I'll be folding the two ends. Sorry, not elastic. I'll be folding the two ends. So I'll be adding 1.5 inches for folding of the down, and also extra 1.5 inches to fold it up. I hope you get the gist. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark my round sleeve measurement divided by 2, and then I'll add my stitching allowance. So this is what I have. So I'll measure what I have at that lower part, and I'll transfer it to the upper side. That's because the measurement is the same. Then I will go ahead and cut this out. So this is what we have for our sleeve. And then for the other sleeve, remember it's going to be a flare, and also the flare is not uniform, it's more like a high low waist flare. So you're going to measure from this part of your hand, from the back of your hand to the front of your hand. I just hope you guys saw what I just showed. So you're going to double your measurement, or how much full you want it to be. So for me, I just doubled it and I marked 3 inches. Then I'll go ahead and mark the length of the flare. Remember, the length of this flare should be longer than your normal flare, your normal sleeve length, so that you'll be able to do your high low method. So once I am done with that, I'm going to go ahead and open this flare up, and then you see the way I folded it. So that's exactly how you're going to fold this, and you can see I didn't cut out my round sleeve measurement. So once I fold this way, I'm going to go ahead and replace that 3 inches that I marked earlier, so that I will cut it out. So guys, this is what we have. You can see that one is longer than one, and this is what we are going for. So I'll go ahead and stitch it all the way around by 1/2 of an inch, and turn it from this side and turn it from that side. So for our bodice, you can see I've got ahead to cut out my lining pieces for it. Then I'm going to go ahead and open this up for the front bodice, and then we're going to be doing front facing front. I'll stitch down by 1/2 of an inch, or how much allowance I added all around, as you see me showing you guys. And for the back, I'll also do the same thing. I'm going to be stitching on the armhole and then the neckline. Then for the sleeve, just like I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and fold the two ends by 1.5 inches on both ends. So for the flare, you can see I'm done with it. I'm just making notches around this so that I'll turn it to the right side. So guys, this is what I have after I am done turning this. So I'll go ahead and measure this place so that I'll know what I have. And I have about 8 inches. So I went ahead to cut out the width of 2 inches, and then the length should be as long as this flare, and plus 1 inch or 1/2 inch 1 inch on both sides, plus 1 inch on both sides. That's 2 inches stitching allowance. So I'll go ahead and open this flare up, and we are going to go ahead and stitch down. You see the way I'm straightening it up. That's the same way you're going to stitch down, and once you are done, you pick up the other one and also do front facing front and stitch it down. So this is for the bow at the front. For the length of this bow, I have 8 inches by 7 inches, and I added this soft stay in it so to make it firmer. I don't think there's any need for me to start making tutorial on the bow. Is there any need? So that this video is not too long. So look at the back. Once I am done, I'll go ahead and make notches all around near necessary, and then I'll turn it to the right side. And I did the same thing for the front, so I'll go ahead and do front facing front at this point, and then I'm going to go ahead and stitch on both sides by 1.5 inches that we added. And then for the sleeve, you can see it's ready. So as we are going on with the video, the light went off, so I went ahead to attach elastic band on both ends of the flare sleeve, and this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to fold it in and then top stitch it all the way to the end. And then for the bodice, I went ahead to attach the flare to it. So this is what we have. The shorter flare is up, and also I also hemmed this as well. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to attach the sleeve, and you can see I've already attached one side of the sleeve. So you're just going to place the sleeve from the shoulder and then stitch it all the way to the armhole. And then for the other sleeve, this is what we have after stitching it down. So we are going to go ahead and place it. We are going to top stitch it on from the one side to the other. Remember that the shorter part will be at the front, so I'm going to go ahead and locate my front. I'll place it this way and top stitch it. Then I'll go ahead and move it over to the back armhole and then top stitch it as well. And I'll close up my zipper allowance and then attach my zipper. And that's it for this style. I don't like working when there is no light. It's so stressful. So I hope you find value in this tutorial. If you have any question, don't forget to leave it in the comment section and I'll clarify you. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, share my videos to family and friends, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching again.